Inventory of the top 10 scenes where animals provoke the wrong opponent. Docile hen. The cobra was so clumsy that it couldn't fight back. Little frog. He actually mistook the venomous snake for spicy strips. Even cute rabbits can fight snakes. The timid turtle escaped with a discount. In the animal kingdom, weak and strong food is the law of nature. Fighting happens every day. But when some of the top underdogs mess with the wrong opponent, often end up failing miserably. For example, the wolves meet the flathead. Even if there are many wolves, there are only those who are abused. The porcupine meets the leopard. Will directly tie him into a hornet's nest. Smelly meets black bear again. One fart can make him run away. Today, Lao Wang sees the world with everyone. Top 10 scenes where animals provoke the wrong opponent. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Take you to explore more unknown magical worlds. 10th. Monty Python vs. Crocodile. You think the death roll of the crocodile is worse, or the python's death entanglement is superior. In the world of reptiles, Monty Python and alligator are creatures at the top of the food chain. With its immense size and strength, can easily dominate the fate of other small animals, and the alligator. Due to its strong bite force and sharp teeth, they dominate the aquatic ecosystem. It's no exaggeration to say, these two guys have few rivals in the animal kingdom. Have you ever considered, when these two strong men meet, what would that look like? Who has the upper hand? In the Everglades of Florida, the battle between these two guys is played out almost every day. Burmese steed. This massive reptile originally belonged to Asia. It was kept as a pet in the 1980s. Introduced to the United States. Their legend began with Hurricane Andrew in 1992. At that time, a family raised the python store was destroyed. Many pythons escaped into the Everglades of Florida. These unsupervised alien species quickly adapt to the new environment. With its amazing reproductive ability and powerful survival skills, standing in the swamp wall. At the same time, American alligators as native predators has long occupied this wetland, top of the food chain. But the appearance of the python to the king, bringing an unprecedented sense of crisis. Therefore, as soon as they meet, that's starting to be selfish without saying a word. Don't fight for your life and death. That's never giving up. But who is stronger? It's really hard to say. Because adulthood is stable. If you encounter an underage python, sorry about that. I'm going to eat this Lei Shao. But if an adult python encounters a juvenile alligator, sorry about that. Tonight's dinner is yours. But if two adults meet, and this is what you see, the crocodile has a horse in its mouth. The python wrapped itself around the crocodile. We're comparing endurance. Let's see who can't stand it. Although most of the time, crocodiles are swallowed by pythons, but the end result will be tragic. So why is that? Because adult crocodiles are so big, plus that hard armor, not easy to swallow or digest. That's why, in the wild in Florida, you can often see the corpses of two strong men at the same time. Hey, who do you think you are offending? Have to provoke each other. In the end, they all perish together. The 9th kind of lion fights and horses. The lion is the king of the jungle. There is no doubt about this guy's combat effectiveness. Almost no one dares to provoke them easily. But on this grassland, there is another powerhouse that cannot be ignored. Hippo. Although hippos look bulky, but he is sometimes more dangerous than a lion. Pay attention. These 3 male lions is leisurely absorbing water in the river in Botswana, completely unaware. I have already broken into the territory of the hippo. I saw this hippopotamus. It came like a speeding cannonball. The lions ran away in fear. See this scene? Are you starting to doubt the strength of lions? Never doubt. The lion is still the king. But I met a hippo, recognized as the most dangerous large land mammal on Earth. And I'm not just saying that casually. To know the bite force of a hippo, up to 1,800 pounds per square inch. The male lion weighs only about 650 pounds, equivalent to the sum of 3 lions. When the hippo opens its mouth wide, it can reach 150 degrees. That's 1.2 meters across. This width, enough to easily wrap the upper body of an adult. Even though this guy is a herbivore, it doesn't hunt other animals for meat. But he is aggressive, and a strong sense of territory, especially in water. they will be in danger of any approach. Even humans shows extreme aggression. So even the lion of the king of the jungle counter a hippo. Right, porcupine versus leopard. The battle between the porcupine and the leopard. At first glance, it appears to be in size. The leopard belongs to the absolute victor. But have you forgotten? Remember the superpowers of the porcupine. Oh, no. Is spike. Porcupine covered with 30,000 thorns. These spines are incredibly hard. Even if you describe him as sharp as a nail. It's no exaggeration. So much so that this guy is definitely not suitable for food. Certainly, regarding this conclusion, not what Lao Wang said, but after many animals eat the loss. Summarized experience. The most powerful evidence among them, Ming is our leopard brother. Leopard, this speed, powerful predators that can reach up to 60 kilometers per hour. Good at using environmental camouflage and quick raids. So when he met the porcupine, also brave, first to attack. But porcupines are small. Not a fool. When encountering an enemy, he will immediately put up spikes for defense. The leopard will definitely get hurt. If you don't believe me, just look at his attacking claws. This is if another animal is stabbed. He must have run away in despair. But leopards are different. This guy has a very stubborn personality. Persistent not to Huang He's heart is immortal. After being stabbed, he also continues to attack from all sides. Until the porcupine made a hornet's nest. It hurts to give up. Finally, slowly remove the thorns from your body. Lick the wound. So who are you offending? Gotta mess with this spiky guy. Finally, the meat is not eaten. Still hurt. 7th. Smelly versus black bear. In the animal kingdom, top predators have a variety of powerful means of attack. But this unlikely hero, he has a very special weapon. Pure attack. Although the stinky pomelo looks small and cute, look from a distance. Seems like an easy snack for a black bear. But the secret weapon in their bodies is not simple. When Smelly meets black bear again, he usually exhibits warning behavior, such as private life. Putting up your tail and swinging your body are warnings. But if the other party refuses to listen, make sure to treat him as a snack. This guy will precisely spray a kind of sulfur. A foul-smelling liquid composed of compounds. This fluid comes from their steel wires. The injection distance is usually between 2 to 4 meters. This spray not only smells bad, it can also cause the other party to be temporarily blind. For most predators, it stinks. Lure spray attack manager. Enough for them to remember this lesson for the rest of their lives. Because the smell is very long-lasting, can last a long time, even after a bath or the passage of time. Smells are also difficult to completely dissipate. So adult black bears who have generally suffered losses, if you see the stinky baby, it will automatically move away. But the little black bear has no such experience. In the end, it's only experience once. You will understand after a lesson in being stinky. This guy can't be messed with. 6th. Lions versus elephants. Lion and the elephant. Speaking of which, you must think the lion will lose. It certainly is. If a lion meets an elephant, it must not have started yet. The lion loses. But what if it was a group of lions versus an elephant? There's still a fight to be had. You say yes, although elephants are not on the persimmon recipe list. But if this is a group living in Zambia, lion on the plain. When food is in short supply, baby elephants are often referred to as the lion's backup menu. In 2014, a group of photography enthusiasts captured a lone elephant. Surrounded by 14 lions, one of the lions sneaks in from behind, has climbed on the back of the elephant. In the face of so many lions, the elephant flutters its flute and says hello. But to lose a dream is to lose more weightlessness. I don't want to pass up this big meal, are chasing after. But elephants don't want to be their dinner either. So I want to cross the river. Go to the other side to find your partner. But that leaves the elephant vulnerable, exposed to the lions. They took advantage of this opportunity, attacked the back of the elephant directly, because the back is where the elephant is weakest. When facing each other, the lion needs to face the elephant's ivory and long trunk. These are weapons that can be used to repel opponents. But in the face of so many lions, Big Gun didn't know what to do for a while. You can only walk and fight. That's all. They started a game of catch-up. But when the elephant shakes off the attacker on its back, when confronted head-to-head, The lions instantly lost their momentum. But elephants are also afraid of their own weaknesses. Exposed to them again, he walked on his hind legs, so that the lions can't attack him. This was a situation where the enemy was strong and we were weak. Instantly resolved by wisdom. That's all. The lions watched helplessly as they ate their dinner. Slip away. Don't dare to chase. No wonder elephants are considered the most intelligent mammal. Sure enough, in the face of absolute strength and wisdom, gang fights don't work either. Fifth secret: love against the wolves. The name Mehuan may not sound familiar, but when it comes to the flathead who gets braver the more he fights, it should be well known, although the name sounds affectionate. But Flathead is by no means an easy opponent. Although this guy is not big, but his character is extremely resolute, very difficult to deal with, focusing on predators much larger than themselves. Even the king of our jungle, call him Big Brother, but the world is so big. Every wonder. There are always some blind guys. I want to challenge this warrior. Like these Ethiopian wolves. I just want to taste the taste of Flathead. They rely on their numbers. 3 times that of Flathead. I wanted to do something to him. But is the Flathead brother easy to mess with? Obviously not. Even if surrounded by wolves, he didn't give up. Anyway, the more you fight, the braver you become. The Flathead next to him saw this battle. He didn't just run. Instead, I want to break through the siege. Rescue your little friend. The end result is, Brother Flathead is desperate to fight back. Finally break through. Run away? So, why are these little guys so tough? This is probably because of Flathead's thick skin. His skin is 0.6 centimeters thick. It's thicker than a buffalo's skin, but you need to know. A buffalo is 50 times the size of a flathead. In addition, the skin around Flathead's neck is rather loose. This allows them to be able to flexible twisting of the body, then bite the attacker. And here's the thing, their liver. It also breaks down toxins effectively and quickly. Even venomous snakes pose no threat to them. Because of this, Mehuan is almost invincible in the battle against predators. Fourth type of unreturned fighter. You must have heard the story of the tortoise and the hare racing. The unexpected ending of this story has inspired many people. What if the turtle meets a snake? And guess how it ends? Snakes don't need to be introduced. As cold-blooded, cunning, synonym for death, entanglement. Strength naturally goes without saying. What is the turtle's trick? That's naturally his hard turtle shell. When something happens to this guy, we'll retract the head and limbs into the turtle shell. The saying turtle comes from him. When these two guys met, and it was kind of funny. Snakes are powerful creatures. When they encounter prey, they will quickly and actively attack. And the tortoise, this inflexible guy. Small arms and calves, hit and lose, run and run. When encountering an enemy, the only tactic is to retract the head and limbs into the turtle shell, then use the claws and bites, combined to counter attackers. Although this tactic is not foolproof, but if the attacker happens to be coming from the front, that's another story. Like this snake, it is like any other snake. When you encounter a turtle, you will directly attack. The tortoise saw this and quickly hid. The snake in the shell didn't flinch when it saw this scene. Here's an attack from the front against Turtle Corey. What a coincidence. The tortoise is waiting for this opportunity, so he quickly caught the snake with his mouth. I caught him dead. Don't let him run. Although tortoises are not aggressive animals, but it also has a really powerful bite. So the tortoise caught the snake in its mouth. The snake struggled to death. It took about 5 minutes to escape from the mouth, and he ran off. I believe that with this experience, this snake, I no longer dare to bully an honest turtle at will. The third green tree frog fights snakes. Snakes eat frogs. You've probably seen them before. Have you seen it? Do you eat snakes? Don't believe it. In the wild in Australia, there is a guy called the green tree frog who loves to eat snakes. Whether toxic or not, anything you encounter is a meal. So why is this guy so busy? This is probably because of strength. So let's start with this. He smells different from the frogs we usually see. The whole body is green, good at hiding and disguising. They're twice the size of their American counterparts, and in order to adapt to the environment, they're evolving. Develop tolerance to specific toxins. It makes them safe to eat and poisonous. vegetarian prey. Although he doesn't look big. But you must not doubt his strength. This guy eats animals several times his size. A strong stomach is like a bottomless pit. Usually prey on insects and mice, but I won't let it go when I meet a snake. Tiny body. And easily swallow snakes under a meter in length. Eating snakes is like eating spicy strips. Not comfortable. In the process of hunting, green trees dig back long snakes that use their own slime. Attack from the head of the snake. Realize the powerful mandibular fit. Mucus in the mouth. Once the snake's back enters the mouth, can no longer escape. After devouring, he will pass through powerful digestive enzymes to break down the flesh and bones of their prey. Although snakes may be relatively large in size, but as soon as this guy pushes down, it will be digested. Suddenly feel. Frogs are not to be messed with. You say yes. The second rabbit fights the snake. Who is the cuttest person in the world? The softest and cuttest animal. That rabbit is definitely on the list. But on combat effectiveness, rabbits are definitely not in line, especially against snakes. It always makes people feel that he is not worthy of being an opponent. But reality always slaps you in the face. This happened in a small farmyard. The snake got into the rabbit's lair. I want to eat rabbit cubs. Suddenly, the mother rabbit rushes past the snake and is a meal of output. When the snake eats pain and releases the rabbit, the mother rabbit quickly checked her cub. But it made him even angrier. Bite and kick at the snake. The snake didn't dare to mess around when he saw this battle, so he tried to escape. Mother rabbit. I don't want to let this injury go. The guy who killed his own child. Facing the snake is a chain of feet. The mother rabbit at this time seems to be possessed by Bruce Lee. Combat value has reached its peak. Although the snake was involved in this battle, there's always a fight back. But it wasn't enough to repel the angry mother. So he decided to fight again the next day. Run away today. Just as he climbed the fence to escape, a mother rabbit biting a snake is a backflip. Just take it off. Then pounce on it and it will be output. God. It was so eye-opening to see. When did you see a snake being tortured so badly? Usually only see him bullying other small animals. So they started a game of you and me. A game where you can't fly. Look at the fighting power of Mother Rabbit. Now I can only hope this snake can have a good fetus in the next life. And remember, never look down on any opponent again. First chicken versus cobra. No idea. The chicken can also become a rival to the cobra. Chicken, poultry raised as humans, is a relatively docile animal. They don't usually attack people, but when protecting chicks or feeling threatened, may appear aggressive. Also attack people with a strong territorial awareness. But cobras are different. This guy is aggressive and possesses a terrifying venom that poisons the dead. When hungry, even the same kind will eat. I have no martial arts ethics. But these are two very different guys. When they met, I thought the winner was decided. But the reality is, how dare the chicken challenge the cobra? As you can see from the video, these three cobras are eyeing the hen and quickly launched an attack. But the hens didn't flinch at all. Because if he backs down, then the chickens on him are in trouble. To protect the chickens, he was a mess to the attacking cobra. Peck whoever gets close. So scared that cobra kept switching tactics, trying to get the hen to leave. But the hen is unmoved. So they had a standoff. Cobra doesn't dare to act rashly. I can only keep wandering around the hen. Why can a docile chicken be so powerful? This is probably due to their strong maternal love. You protect the chickens. They even dare to fight against pythons. But their physical flexibility and sharp destruction. That's why they can fight it. When they use the back of a chicken snake, this kind of attack is very painful. And then the claws are also very sharp. Will jump up and use it when defending. Paws kick at the enemy. That's not very pleasant. After all, snakes have no protective shells. But cobras aren't vegetarian either. So he fights back. Click on the feathers of the afterlife. It can play a defensive role to a certain extent. Help them reduce damage as light as a swamp or turbid base. So when he played cobra, it seems to be won or lost. But in fact, I didn't know until I started. Chickens are also not easy to mess with. I don't know the above 10 animals that provoked the wrong opponent. Which one impressed you the most? Or is there anything to add? Welcome to comment and let me know. If you like this video, Remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.